Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is AJ with my 2018 Russian World Cup predictions and projections. Um, After going through all my group stage videos, you'll see kind of where I'm at with my final 16. If you haven't watched those, don't worry. There's a bunch of them. Don't worry about it now. We'll just get straight to the knockout stage. Got some just mouth-watering matchups. One side of the bracket looks very loaded. The other side doesn't look as loaded, but could have some serious surprise teams that are playing well. It's going to be a lot of fun. On the left side of the bracket, we've got Uruguay versus Portugal. Suarez and Cavani and Ronaldo. Ronaldo going against those two Atletico Madrid center backs and Jimenez and Godin if Jimenez is fit, which I think he will be. It's going to be a fun first game. Then you got France and Argentina. Argentina just scraped by, just up from the skin of their teeth, man. They just got through, and now they have an opportunity to play, in my opinion, an immature France team. France has not shown me that they are one of the best teams in the tournament yet. They still may be. They're going to have to prove it, I think, the next couple games. I think they have the opportunity to, but once we get to my predictions, you'll kind of see how I really feel there. The third game on the left side is Brazil-Mexico. We saw this 2 Olympics ago when Mexico upset Brazil for the gold medal, and then the last Olympics in Brazil, Neymar and company won the gold over Mexico, and then and now we've got another matchup. It's going to be very fun. I don't think it's going to be as big a blowout as people think, and I may have a surprise pick there. We'll see. And then Belgium, Japan, which I think everybody's overlooking, but Japan is playing very well. So we'll get to that one as well. On the right side of the bracket, we've got Spain and Russia. The hosts got through. I projected that. I thought they would, playing at home. You saw those first 2 games. It was an advantage. They really fed off the crowd. And then they couldn't handle Uruguay. Uruguay was too much for them. But anyway, they got through. They have a shot at Spain. And then we've got Croatia and Denmark. 3 of the best midfielders in the world will be playing in that game. That's a very underrated game and a very, very fun game to watch in the middle of the field. Then we've got Switzerland and Sweden, 2 teams that may be surprise to a lot of people. Really excited for that game. Do not know what's going to happen. Switzerland's got a couple big suspensions with Lichtsteiner and Schär in the back. That's going to be really interesting to see. And then we've got Colombia and Japan getting through on the new fair play rules over Senegal because they had less yellow cards. I don't like the rule. I think it's too subjective. A team gets penalized for playing more aggressive. I know what yellow cards are. They're too aggressive, but still, it's all the referees are different and everything. There's just too many factors. I don't like it. I picked Senegal to get through, so obviously I'm a little more upset, but Japan's playing well. I think Japan deserved to get through with the way they played, and we'll see what happens there. So anyway, let's get right to it. Uruguay, my team, one of the only teams to go 3-0, and I'm really excited about what they're doing. I'm excited to see them go up against a team like Portugal, the former Euro, or the current Euro tournament champions. Obviously, they've got Cristiano Ronaldo. He started hot. Last game, he missed a PK, but he's still creating opportunities, and when he does, they are very dangerous. Quaresma is always a surprise. He's dangerous. Don't really know these 2 teams. You just really don't know what you're going to get. Especially if their front guys don't show up. You don't know what you're going to get. Obviously, I like Uruguay in this game. I love Suarez, love Cavani up front, but even more so, I'm finding myself just falling in love with this defense. I love Cáceres and his experience. Laxalt and Varela, whoever they choose to go with on the other side. I like the energy they both bring. They're both confident. And in the middle, Jimenez and Godin and even Coates. He's in high demand from a bunch of clubs. He's a good defender, but Jimenez and Godin being at Atletico Madrid, I like the familiarity with Ronaldo. I know I said this when Portugal played Spain, and I thought Piqué and Ramos and Alba and how familiar they were with Ronaldo was going to make a difference. It surely didn't, because he had a hat trick. One of the goals rolled through De Gea's hands into the goal. The other two were a flop PK and a flop free kick. He still had to hit the free kick. It was amazing. But, I mean, he does what he has to do, and he's so dangerous. He's one of the greatest of all time. He is not the greatest of all time. Messi is the greatest of all time, in my opinion, because he does more than just score goals, a lot more. But I like Uruguay in this game. I like him winning 2-1. I think it will go extra time. I don't think it'll get to PKs. I think Uruguay wins 2-1 and moves on to the quarterfinals. Second game, we got Argentina and France. I still think France is showing some immaturity. They're showing some explosiveness. But I still don't know who they are. Are they the team that got to the finals in the Euros in 2016? Or are they the team that lost in the finals to a team that they should have blown out in Portugal? I don't know. I think Messi shows up. And has his best game of the tournament. I think he carries them to a 2-1 victory. No extra time. I see them getting up 2-0, France scoring late and making it close. But I like Argentina to upset France and move on to the quarterfinals. I know that's a bold pick. A lot of people don't like Argentina. I think they have looked horrific. I think they show up when they have to. Well, they have to. And I think Messi's teammates have a little more confidence, especially with him taking a leadership role and, you know, being more vocal. You saw him at halftime of their third game the other day get more vocal. And I think Messi, I think he leads them to a huge victory and into the quarters. Third game, we got Brazil and Mexico. I talked about this a little bit. I like Brazil winning this game, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I think it's going to be 2-2 late. I think it's going to be high octane, high scoring, a lot of offense, a lot of yellow cards. Hopefully no red cards. I think that would change the game for both teams. But I got Brazil winning 3-1. 3-2. Excuse me. I got Brazil winning 3-2. After Brazil wins 3-2, they will be playing the winner of the Belgium-Japan game. I know everybody's overlooking this game as the weakest game of the first round, except maybe Spain-Russia. I like this being a close game. Until late. I think it ends up being 3-0, but I think it's 1-0 late, and I think Japan creates opportunities. They make it interesting, and then I think Belgium they score too late, and they make it look a lot more of a blowout than it's going to be. I think Japan plays very hard, very organized. I like Kagawa. I like Honda off the bench. He just lifts them up. Nakatomo's playing well. The keeper's playing well, but I got Belgium 3-0. It's too much to handle. So on the left side of the bracket, we got Uruguay, Argentina in the quarters, and we got Brazil and Belgium. Those are tasty matchups. A lot of storylines there. Get to that a little bit later. And then on the right side of the bracket, we got Spain and Russia. I think Spain blows Russia out. I think Russia played well at home against two mediocre, lesser teams in Egypt with an injured Salah and Saudi Arabia. I think we saw more of the true Russia versus Uruguay, and I think Spain blows them out 4-0. I don't think Russia gets many chances. I think Spain really handles them. I do like Golovin on Russia. He's showed something. All of a sudden, a lot of clubs are after him. Zuba up front has surprised me. The Zenit St. Petersburg striker, he's been good. Cherisev, obviously, coming in for Alan Zagoyev, has jumped on his chance, and I'm happy for him. I'm a big Alan Zagoyev fan. He's my favorite Russian player, and it's just sad that he had to get hurt the first game. I wish he was still playing, but at the same time, Cherisev has really stepped up for him. So I got Spain winning 4-0. The second game, we've got Croatia-Denmark. Like I said before, three of the best midfielders in the world, and Rakitic, Modric, and Eriksen. I just think Croatia's going to overwhelm them. They've got more talent all over the field. Rakitic and Modric are going to do what they want. Eriksen just doesn't quite have enough in my opinion, around him to get past a team like Croatia. They've been playing well, but Croatia, I think, looks like the best team in the tournament so far. One of a few teams to get all 9 points from the group stage. So I've got Croatia winning that game 2-0, 2-0, and moving on to play Spain, which will be a tasty matchup. The third game on the right side of the bracket is going to be Switzerland and Sweden. Crazy game. Not a lot of people thought either of these teams were going to get through. This is a tough pick for me because I want to pick Switzerland. I like Switzerland. I had Switzerland going through until the day before the tournament. I switched to Serbia. I regret that now, obviously, because I've always liked the Swiss. I followed them. I like Xhaka, Sasidi, Rodriguez, and Lichtsteiner. I think are the best fullback combination in the tournament, in my opinion. Very underrated, Rodriguez especially, but I don't like that Lichtsteiner and Schär, two of their back four, are out. I think that's going to pose a problem, especially with Sweden's confidence. Sweden, the only game they've lost is Germany at the death. Should have never happened. Sweden outplayed them. Still won the group, which is extremely impressive. I've got Switzerland winning the game. This one may go to PKs. I got it 1-1. May go to PKs. If not, Switzerland scores in extra time. We'll see, though. That game's going to be fun to watch. I don't think a lot of people think it's going to be fun to watch, but I am ready for that game. Lastly, on the right side, we've got Colombia and England. My pick is going to be completely based on if James Rodriguez plays or not. Strained his calf, left after 30 minutes of the biggest game in the last 4 years for them against Senegal, so it's got to be serious or he wouldn't have left. I don't think he's going to play, so I'm going to pick England. James is the straw that stirs the drink for them. If he doesn't play, I think they're in trouble. I've got England winning the game. I've got England winning, I think, 2-1. I do like Falcao getting on the board. He's one of my favorite players. I love Radamel Falcao. Without James, I just don't. I think England's playing well. I know they've beaten Tunisia at the death, and they beat up on probably the worst team in the tournament, Panama. And then the game against Belgium was who doesn't want to win? It was a rough game to watch, but I like the way England's playing. They're playing confidently, and I think without James, England wins. With James, I changed my pick to Colombia, but I'll take England. Moving on to play Switzerland in the quarters. Spain will play Croatia in the quarters, and we got Uruguay, Argentina, and Brazil and Belgium. I will get to those games once we get down to the quarterfinals. I will predict those. Those are my predictions. I love the fact that Luis Suarez may play Messi, his best buddy, in the quarters. I know everybody wants to see Ronaldo versus Messi. I could care less. People will turn that into more than what it needs to be. I think Argentina is going to expand a lot of energy beating France, and I don't see Argentina winning two big games back to back. So the last thing I want to do is see Argentina beat France, then have to play Portugal in a game where I don't think they're going to have it all, and Messi lose to Ronaldo, and everybody think Ronaldo's the GOAT when he is definitely not better than Lionel Messi. I don't care what anybody says. If you know anything about what the GOAT means, it means making your teammates better. It means being able to do more than one thing, which Ronaldo scores goals. That's what he does. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't create for his teammates. He doesn't assist hardly ever. He doesn't make the guys around him better. He's not the greatest teammate. Messi is all of those things. And his goal scoring rate for being 2.5 years younger than Ronaldo is just as good. And so he's going to surpass him. He's already better than him, but he's going to just continue to show that. Argentina is a tough team to play for because of their fans and what they expect and Maradona and all that craziness. But I want to see Messi and Suarez. I'm a Barcelona fan. Can you tell? I want to see Messi and Suarez. Brazil, Belgium is going to be crazy. I personally don't think Brazil is going to be able to handle Belgium's physicality for 90 minutes, especially if Marcelo's not playing. I think that's going to be a huge miss and a huge deal in this game if he doesn't play. Spain, Croatia. I picked Spain originally to be in the finals, but after seeing Croatia play, I don't know if Spain can beat Croatia playing the way Spain's playing and Croatia playing the way Croatia's playing. I am excited to hopefully see that happen. That would be a lot of fun. And then Switzerland, England is another one of those games that's like, wow, is one of these teams really going to get to the semifinals? And which one can get to the semis that can make some noise against Croatia or Spain? I think that's going to be England. I originally picked Colombia to get to the semis to play Spain. So if James plays, all my picks are still intact. I picked Belgium to beat Brazil, Uruguay over there to get to the semis, Spain, and then Colombia. But if James doesn't play, I'm going to pick England to beat Switzerland. That'd be a good game to watch too. Geez. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the last 16 starts tomorrow morning. Uruguay, go Argentina, go Uruguay. Tomorrow's the first day. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the view. And, give me your thoughts. Appreciate it.